Hi everyone, this is Pansonic episode 2. Today's episode focuses on Afro-religions and their influence on Latin music. The reason why I chose this topic is because I listen to a lot of Latin music in my life, and at some point I started noticing that there are songs which include names that I don't understand, and oftentimes names that sounded quite similar in Spanish and Portuguese. So when I dug into it a little bit deeper, I realized that that's actually Afro-religious deities who are called upon in those songs, and I decided to look into a little bit deeper. So today's episode, you hear a lot of African music influence, and that's spread across the globe largely because of the transportation of enslaved peoples in the 20th century, who took their music and instruments mostly from Western Africa to the New World. So many religious traditions with roots in Western African beliefs are influential in Latin music, specifically those of the Yoruba people. So Yoruba refers to both the ethnic group from West Africa, primarily Nigeria, Benin, and Togo, and then traditional religious system. And the Yoruba also involves worship of spiritual deities called Orishas. So I'm going to play a few songs, some of them in Spanish, some of them in Portuguese, and you might hear some themes that are common. But yeah, starting with the more traditional sound. The first song is dedicated to Elegua. So Elegua is an Orisha in the Yoruba religion and various Afro-Caribbean traditions. And Elegua represents the deity of the roads and pathways. So he's known as a trickster and is often depicted as both a young child and an old man, thus symbolizing the beginnings and endings of life. So without any further ado, next song is called Te brindo mis cantos, Elegua. So this was a song dedicated to Elegua. The influence of African music can mostly be seen in Cuba, Puerto Rico, Haiti, Brazil, Latin American music genres of Caribbean, of Afro-Cuban rumba, Brazilian samba, Jamaican reggae, and Colombian cumbia. So many Latin American instruments like drums, bells, rattles, flutes are traceable to religions and ceremonies in Africa. The next tune I'm going to play is of a genre called rumba. So rumba was traditionally performed by poor workers of African descent in the streets and solares, which were the courtyards in Cuba. It's characterized by vocal improvisation, elaborate dancing, and polyrhythmic drumming. So, yeah, the core instruments of the rumba are the clave, so it sounds like you're beating two wooden sticks. Very, very characteristic. Typically, you can hear it in the beginning of the song, and the conga drums. So yeah, have a listen to the second song, which is called Rumba pa los rumberos, or Rumba for the rumba dancers.
Siento que en mi alma penetra calor. Siento que mi alma no sufre un dolor. Qué satisfacción tan grande la que siento yo de poder cantar con los sabios del guaguancó. Qué satisfacción tan grande la que siento yo de poder cantar con los sabios del guaguancó. Por eso a mí no hay nadie que me diga por eso a mí no hay nadie que me diga que la rumba ya murió. La rumba no se mete con nadie, la rumba es un ángel de Dios. La rumba no se mete con nadie, la rumba es un ángel de Dios. Oye, rumba pa' los rumberos, rumba yo traigo ahora, rumba yo traigo ahora, rumba yo traigo ahora. Rumba pa' los rumberos, rumba yo traigo ahora. El guaguancó que me está llamando, mi amigo llega la bola. Rumba pa' los rumberos, rumba yo traigo ahora. Aquí está mi rumba.
So that was some of Rumba pa los Romberos. Moving swiftly on to Brazil, because if we're talking about Afro-religions and their influence on Latin music, it will only be fair to talk about Umbanda and Candomblé folk religions. So these two stem from the Yoruba religion brought to Brazil by West African slaves in the 16th century. And the beliefs and practices combine elements of Catholic religion and South American indigenous beliefs, making this a really interesting mix. So the next song I'm going to play, it's called Cordeiro de Nana. And it's a song which expresses devotion to Nana, which is an important deity in Afro-Brazilian religion, like Candomblé and Umbanda, where the protagonist of the song refuses to be called cordeiro, which is a lamb or a submissive person, instead choosing silence as a form of resistance against mistreatment. So again, like tracing back the relevance to slave in South America and Latin America as a whole. So yeah, the lyrics connect personal struggles of the singer to the historical context of slavery, and you can hear the ultimate connection there to the deities, and in this case Nana, who represents wisdom and the cycles of life and death. The first time I heard this song, it was actually remixed in a contemporary electronic format. I've also heard it sung during Brazilian Carnival this year, so very much a popular song, but I really like it, so I thought I'd play the original.
Sou de Nana, ewa, 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 e. 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 Fui chamado de cordeiro, mas não sou cordeiro, não. Preferi ficar calado que falar e levar não. O meu silêncio é uma singela oração, minha santa de fé. Meu cantar, vibram as forças que sustentam meu viver. Meu cantar é um apelo que eu faço a Nanaê. Sou de Nana, ewa, 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 e. 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 O que peço no momento é silêncio e atenção. Quero contar o sofrimento que eu passei sem razão. O meu lamento se criou na escravidão que forçado passei. Eu chorei, sofri as duras dores da humilhação. Mas ganhei, pois eu trazia Nanaê no coração. Sou de Nanaê,
The next two songs I'm going to play are again very much influenced by Candomblé. And the interesting thing about Candomblé is that obviously started as religious music, which had its own ceremonies, but it was quickly popularized in Brazil through Afoxé groups, who are carnival organizations celebrating Afro-Brazilian heritage. And they were not particularly popular when Brazil had its coup in 1964. So the military during those times severely restricted these cultural expressions. And then later on, the scene had a bit of a revival in the 70s, specifically with Gilberto Gil, one of Brazil's most famous musicians, who joined a band called Filhos de Gandhi in 1970s. And then he began incorporating these elements into his work. A very interesting album from 1977 called Tre Favela which has a lot of these elements, so I would encourage you to listen to it, where the songs invoke various Orishas or deities, and in this way connecting popular music with Candomblé spiritual traditions. So I'm going to play two songs. One of them is by Gilberto Gil, and the other one by Caetano Veloso, another very big name in Brazilian music, who's most popular for Tropicalia, a music movement which started in the 60s as a rejection to the laid-back and relaxed bossa nova. So yeah, have a listen and try to see if you can spot those deities that they call upon.
Ileaie, como você é bonito de se ver. Ileaie, que beleza mais bonita de se ter. Ileaie, como você é bonito de se ver. Ileaie, que beleza mais bonita de se ter. Ileaie, sua beleza se transforma em você. Ileaie, que maneira mais feliz de viver. Ileaie, como você é bonito de se ver. Ileaie, que beleza mais bonita de se ter. Ileaie, como você é bonito de se ver. Ileaie, que beleza mais bonita de se ter. Ileaie, sua beleza se transforma em você. Ileaie, que maneira mais feliz de viver. Ileaie, como você é bonito de se ver. Ileaie, que beleza mais bonita de se ter. Ileaie, como você é bonito de se ver. Ileaie, que beleza mais bonita de se ter. Ileaie, sua beleza se transforma em você. Ileaie, que maneira mais feliz de viver. Ileaie, como você é bonito de se ver.
Se você soubesse o valor que preto tem, tu tomava banho de peixe, ficava preto também. Eu não te sinto minha malandragem, nem tampouco minha filosofia. crioulo doido, somos bem legal. Temos cabelo duro, somos black pau. Somos crioulo doido, somos bem legal. Temos cabelo duro, somos black pau. Oh, 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 que bloco é esse? Que eu quero saber. É o mundo negro que viemos cantar pra você. Que bloco é esse? Que eu quero saber. É o mundo negro que viemos cantar pra você. Branco, se você soubesse o valor que preto tem. Tu tomava banho de fish branco, ficava preto também. Eu não te ensino minha malandragem, nem tampouco minha filosofia. Quem dá luz a cego é bengala branca e Santa Luzia. Ai, ai, meu Deus, que bloco é esse? Eu quero saber. É o mundo negro que viemos mostrar pra você. Que bloco é esse? Que eu quero saber. É o mundo negro que viemos mostrar pra você.
Nice, that was Gilberto Gil's Ilea Ye. The next tune is called Canto de Xangô. Xangô is a Yoruba deity known for his association with thunder, lightning, fire, and justice. He stands as a central figure in the pantheon of gods within the Yoruba religion, and he's often depicted as having a double-headed axe, which symbolizes his power over fire and thunder. And he's not only a god of raw power, but also of justice and righteousness. So he's often invoked to right wrongs and to bring about fairness and order. And the interesting thing about those Afro-Brazilian religions is that they very much exist until today. I was watching a documentary about Umbanda, which is, I guess, a collective name of Afro-Brazilian religions. And the person making the documentary was Dutch, and she was asking people who go and practice today to what extent they believe they can control their life and to what extent they think those deities control their lives. And it was a very interesting answer from both of them. The local Brazilian who's practicing those religions until today said she thinks she can control about 20% of everything that's happening to her, and the rest, 80%, is very much in the hands of those gods. Whereas the Dutch woman making the documentary said the exact opposite. She said she has about 80% control of her life, and then 20 is just chance or something that she can't control. So yes, the next song is Canto de Xangô, or the song of the god Xangô. And it's by a Brazilian artist who's a contemporary. I think the song was made in like 2000, so it doesn't sound that contemporary, but yeah, good music is still being made.
Eu vim de bem longe, eu vim sem mais, de onde que eu vim? Sou filho de rei, nem tudo tem pra ser o que eu sou. Eu sou negro de cor, mas tudo é só amor em mim. Tudo é só amor para mim. Xangô Godô, hoje é tempo de amor, hoje é tempo de dor em mim. Xangô Godô, salve Xangô, meu rei senhor. Salve meu orixá. Tem 7 cores, sua cor, 7 dias para a gente amar. Salve Xangô, meu rei senhor, salve meu orixá. Tem 7 cores, sua cor, 7 dias para a gente amar. Mas amar é sofrer, mas amar é morrer de dor. Xangô, meu senhor, saravá. Me faça sofrer, me faça morrer, mas me faça morrer de amar. Xangô, meu senhor, saravá. Xangô Godô, salve Xangô, meu rei senhor. Salve meu orixá. Tem 7 cores, sua cor, 7 dias para a gente amar. Salve Xangô, meu rei senhor. Salve meu orixá. Tem tem 7 cores, sua cor, 7 dias para a gente amar.
Nice. The next tune is called Yoruba, which we already spoke about, and it's by an artist called Femi Kuti. So Femi Kuti is related to Fela Kuti, who you might be familiar with. So Femi Kuti is a Nigerian artist who makes music that falls within, I don't know, jazz, funk, and Afrobeat. So the next song is probably one of my favorite songs of this set. I'm just going to let you hear it.
Maramala, I'm a boju or Moshibure Moli Harry. Kini de si Yoruba o ọmọ aráyé, mo ní kini de si Yoruba o ọmọ aráyé, kini ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ sí Yoruba o ọmọ Olúwa o. Ọmọjú ayé o, ọmọjú ayé o, àìsàn málámálá, màmá bojú ọ̀run ọkùnrin wọ́n ṣubú rẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀ẹ́rẹ́. Kíni dé sí Yorùbá o ọmọ aráyé, mo ní kíni dé sí Yorùbá o ọmọ aráyé, kíni ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ sí Yorùbá o ọmọ Olúwa o.
prends par la main, tu tentes de me pousser dans la mer, mais tu te retrouves dans mes bras. Tu es à moi c'est toute la vie. Tu es pour moi toute ma vie, tu es mon soleil et ma richesse. Pour en toi n'est que mille merveilles, je t'en supplie, écoute-moi. Viens, Lynn, écoute cette musique. C'est pour toi que je l'ai faite. Viens, Lynn, écoute cette musique. C'est pour toi que je la chante. Tu te souviendras de nos caresses, oui, tu te souviendras de nos ivresses. Si un jour je devrais partir, il te restera cette mélodie. Oui, tu te souviendras de nos caresses, oui, tu te souviendras de nos ivresses. Si un jour je devrais partir, il te restera cette mélodie. Écoute cette musique. C'est pour toi que je l'ai faite. Viens, Lynn, écoute cette musique. C'est pour toi que je la chante. Tu me prends par la main, tu tentes de me pousser dans la mer, mais tu te retrouves dans mes bras. Je t'en supplie, écoute-moi. Tu es pour moi toute ma vie, tu es mon soleil et ma richesse. Tout en toi n'est que mille merveilles. Je t'en supplie, écoute-moi. Écoute cette musique. C'est pour toi que je l'ai faite. Viens, Lynn, écoute cette musique. C'est pour toi que je la chante. Tu te souviendras de nos caresses, oui, tu te souviendras de nos ivresses. Si un jour je devrais partir, il te restera cette mélodie. Oui, tu te souviendras de nos caresses. Oui, tu te souviendras de nos ivresses. Si un jour je devrais partir, il te restera cette mélodie.
This was Écoute ma mélodie, which is a tune by Orchestra Poliritmo di Cotonou, which is in Benin, in Africa. The next tune I'm going to play is by a Brazilian artist called Bebeto, and the song is called Princesa Negra de Angola, so the Black Princess of Angola. Again, very much influenced by Candomblé, and have a listen, enjoy.
Nega de babaluba, nega de babá. Nega de babaluba, nega de ba.
Nega de babaluba, nega de babá. Nega de babaluba, nega de ba.
Saravá. Nega de Babaluanda, filha do pai Oxalá, princesa negra de Angola, deusa do povo de lá. Nega de Babaluanda, filha do pai Oxalá, princesa negra de Angola, deusa do povo de lá. Ó, Batalá! Saravá! Nega de babaluba, nega de babá. Nega de babaluba, nega de ba.
Nega de babaluba, nega de babá. Nega de babaluba,
Nega de ba. Nega de Babaluanda, filha do pai Oxalá, princesa negra de Angola, deusa do povo de lá. Saravá. Nega de Babaluanda, filha do pai Oxalá, princesa negra de Angola, deusa do povo de lá. Nega de babaluba, nega de babá. Nega de babaluba, nega de ba.
nega de babaluba, nega de babá. Nega de babaluba,
Nega de ba.
nega de babaluba, nega de babá. Nega de babaluba, nega de ba. Nega de babaluba, nega de ba.
Nice, that was Princesa Negra de Angola. Some funk sound in there. The next tune is a salsa song by Hector Lavoe, who's a Puerto Rican artist and one of the biggest names in salsa. And the song is called Para Ochun, or For Oshun, the god.
Protección. Si yo la tengo.
as you can hear, they're calling out the gods of Oshun and Yemaya. Yemaya is the goddess of the sea, or Yemaja in Portuguese language songs. The next tune I'm going to play is by Afro-Cuban All-Stars. So they're a band that started off mostly in the 90s in Cuba. They were kind of on par with Buena Vista Social Club, and they've recorded many amazing songs. The next song is called Amor Verdadero, or True Love, and it's of a genre called Guajina. So when you listen to the lyrics, they're saying the name of the style Guajina, and they're calling out people to dance. So it's a great tune.
De mi vida, amé mucho una mujer de mi alma la más querida, me traicionó la perdida, caramba, qué ingrato y mal proceder. Ella me hizo beber, ella me hizo un perdido, a la droga me tiré, amigo mío, y a la cárcel fui llevado. Los amigos me olvidaron, solo mi madre lloraba. A Dios pedía y rogaba que se salvara su hijo. Recuerden lo que les digo, que en la prisión y en la cama solo nuestra madre nos ama, caramba. No hay dinero, no hay amigos, linda Guajira, mi son te llama.
Guajira, el son te llama a bailar, a gozar. Guajira, el son te llama a bailar, a gozar.
Okay, that was some of Afro-Cuban All-Stars' Amor Verdadero. A set like this wouldn't be complete without a cumbia song. So cumbia is one of the most popular genres of Latin music nowadays. There's different types of cumbia depending on which country of origin you're talking about. But the one I'm going to play is by a band called Onda Tropica, who are a Colombian band. And yeah, the sound of cumbia is very much influenced by Afro religions as well. The drumming, you can hear that. But it's fused with different types of influences, such as the vocal, lyrical singing. Well, the next tune, there is no singing, but you get a good idea of what the cumbia beat is all about. Nice. This was some of Cumbia Espacial. The next tune is going back to Brazil, and it's a tune called Ayoyo na Macumbinha. Macumba, as we talked about, is just an all-encompassing term for Afro-religions in Brazil. Sometimes it's used in pejorative ways to talk about, I don't know, spirits and people being possessed. But I think in this case it doesn't have that negative connotation. So the song is by a French duo called Chinese Man, kind of unlikely name, but I looked them up, and that's indeed the case. And a Brazilian DJ who's brought in the funk sound, so baile funk, which is contemporary Brazilian music coming from the favelas.
E aí, rapaziada, aqui é o DJ Sandrinho, diretamente do Borel. Estou fechadão com a rapaziada do Chinese Man. É isso, rapaz.
Attends, je vais refaire aussi. Salut, c'est Chiki, ça va? Chinese Man. Ah, le gars, il met au
Tá gostando? Tá gostando? Tá gostando? Tá gostando? Tá gostando? Tá gostando? Tá gostando?
Great, and we've made it to the last song of the set. It's called Machete. It's by a Peruvian band, which mixes in a lot of contemporary sound with traditional Afro religions. And yeah, I really enjoyed this song because it's very danceable and very pleasant altogether. So I hope you enjoy the set.
Bachete, bachete, bachete. Bachete, 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 bachete. Bachete, bachete. Cipriano.
Qué dolor siento en mi pecho cuando está de madrugada. Qué dolor siento en mi pecho cuando está de madrugada. El mayoral con su rezo no nos deja descansar. El mayoral con su rezo no nos deja descansar.
Bachete, 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 bachete. Bachete, 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 bachete. Bachete, 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 bachete. Bachete, 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 bachete.
De las 4 de la mañana hasta que el sol se va a ocultar. De las 4 de la mañana hasta que el sol se va a ocultar. El mayoral con su rezo no nos deja descansar. El mayoral con su rezo no nos deja descansar. Ay,
Mayoral, mayoral, Cipriano. Mayoral, mayoral. Bachete, 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 bachete.
saca tu machete,
Bachete, 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 bachete.
afina tu lámpara.
Mayoral.
Ay, mayoral. Ay, mayoral.
Mayoral.
Saca tu machete, Cipriano. Afina tu lámpara, José. Afina tu lámpara. Saca tu machete, Cipriano. Afina tu lámpara, José. Afina tu lámpara. Saca tu machete, Cipriano. Afina tu lámpara, José. Afina tu lámpara. Saca tu machete, afina tu lámpara.
Bachete, 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 bachete.
Saca tu machete, afina tu lámpara.
That's it. Machete by Nova Lima. Thank you very much for listening. See you there at the next episode.